Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about Reddit Columbus again, at bringing out the leftist trash when it comes to being anti-gunners and stuff like that. That being said, we also have a great little snippet video from that of Dickhead Dewine and company, proving why they should be removed from office immediately by literally fake drinking water from East Palestine taps and stuff like that. And then finally, we're going to talk about Minnesota's problem with Somali terrorism, is what it is, dude. And, it also leads back here to Ohio as well, for that matter. Because, shocker, who were the two biggest places that got a bunch of Somali terrorism dropped into them underneath Obama's bitch ass? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Columbus, Ohio, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then you wonder why both have the quote unquote first Somali / first Muslim in their fucking state houses. And it's like, yeah, it's because you have so many people that shouldn't have voting rights in this country voting these cocksuckers into fucking office, dude. Even though they're legit foreign nationals, or the children of foreign nationals for that matter. And should have no legal standing in this country at all, dude, when it comes to being able to run for office for that matter. Nor should any foreign national for that matter in this country, dude, or children of them. Because it's like, you're not an American, dude, period. Like, you're just not. You are literally whatever the fuck country you came from, or whatever the fuck country your parents came from. And that's the biggest problem I have with the whole thing. These people want to sit here and claim refugee status when they're not. They're economic migrants, dude, period, in the story. So, anyway. But, yeah, to start out there, we're going to talk about, specifically, we're going to go start with Dickhead Dewine, fake drinking water from the tap of some East Palestine house. You can tell like multiple times he fake drinks that shit, dude. Same thing with that asshole Michael Regan. Honestly, this entire video should be used as evidence by the Ohio General Assembly to remove Dewine by impeachment immediately. Same thing with Husted last week when he was out there fucking fake drinking water in East Palestine with the mayor and shit like that, and taking fucking photo ops, dude. Both of them should be out of office right now. If Matt Hoffman actually had the goddamn balls right now, he would actually do that. He would get the impeachment going on both these assholes right now, and as third man in line of succession, take the fucking governorship for himself right now for the next 4 years, and clean this fucking state up. But the thing is, he ain't gonna do that because Matt Hoffman, just like everybody else in this fucking state, dude, in our state house and most of our various positions of power across the state, are corrupt as fuck. They're all corrupt as fuck, dude. They're all involved in the householder scandal. They're all involved in everything, dude, is what it is. They're all a bunch of fucking scumbags, is what it is, man. So, anyway. That being said, here is the video of Dewine fake drinking tap water from someone's tap here. So, and here's the thing, right? Okay, so she's obviously like pouring their glasses out of the tap and stuff, dude. The thing is, though, you can't tell me that this couldn't be a stage photo op too, for that matter, man. That they couldn't have figured out a way to hook her fucking line up to, like, I don't know, a 5-gallon fucking container outside or whatever the case be, like a 5-gallon water jug or something, and then just shot it through her fucking system and shit like that. So yeah, there is so much fucking that could have been done with this shit, honestly, dude. But anyway, here's the actual video here. So she hands a glass to Regan. He hands that first glass off to Congressman Bill Johnson. She hands another glass to Regan. Dewine already has his glass. We believe in science. And then this piece of shit Regan had the audacity. We believe in science. We believe in science. We don't feel like we're being your guinea pig. Then take a giant fucking swig right now, asshole. Yeah, Dewine, fake drink. Fake drink, fake drink. Taps glass, fake drinks, fake drinks. Now look right here. Bill Johnson. This guy's a sitting congressman for the last X amount of years. He now represents me, by the way, in the rest of Stark County, for that matter. He actually takes a big ass swig here. He took like half a fucking drink right there, that whole glass, dude. He took a big drink right there. That being said, when you look back at Dewine, you look back at Regan, both of these assholes take fake swigs, dude. They both take fake sips. They take several fake sips, is what it is. We don't feel like we're being your guinea pig. Don't feel like being a guinea pig? Because you're not a guinea pig, asshole. You're fucking fake drinking water, you douchebag. Yep, fake sip, fake sip. Yeah, you see how Reagan did that, right? He put it up to his fucking lips, he put the glass to his fucking lips, and tilted it back just enough to where the water would never hit his fucking mouth, dude.
That's good.
Taps glasses. Fake drink. Dewine, fake drink. Actually, Dewine looks like he might have taken a real drink right there. But the thing is, though, here's the thing about Mike Dewine, right?
Really cold coming from that.
There's already been talk of Mike Dewine having early onset dementia in this country right now, dude. I've heard that from several sources right now. He's also the second oldest governor in this entire country. The only one that's older than him is Kay Ivey right now. He's also the oldest male governor, for that matter, in this nation because of that. And yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude. It's like the biggest bunch of bullshit entirely. And the thing is, even if him or Bill Johnson did take a swig of that, dude, it doesn't matter because they're both old as shit right now, dude. It's going to take 5, 10, 15 years for that cancer to diagnose and stuff like that. Dude, by then, Dewine's going to be dead of natural causes. By then, Bill Johnson's probably be dead of natural causes, for God's sakes. The only one that would still be alive is that piece of shit Michael Regan, which honestly, at this point, I'm sorry. The people of East Palestine needed to hold that motherfucker down and baptize his ass in the East Palestine fucking water system, dude. And I'm talking about the giant sheen of shit that you can see on the top of the fucking water. Just grab a big old bucket and fucking toss it on that motherfucker's head, dude. And bathe his ass in that shit, dude, for real. And the same thing he's done to Pete Buttigieg today, actually, in East Palestine. Because he's going there today, actually. He fucking wants to bitch about Trump yesterday, being there for a fucking photo op. Oh, yeah, Pete, what the fuck are you there for, buddy? Exactly that, you fucking cocksucker. I am so fucking sick of these Democrats, dude. These fucking cheating pieces of shit that have no business being in office at all, dude. We're just appointed fucking ass clowns under a fucking cheater known as Joe Biden. Which is what Pete Buttigieg is, exactly what fucking douchebag Michael Regan is, dude. Both fucking scumbags. Both should be immediately arrested for various fucking crimes at this point, including crimes against humanity. Same thing with Dewine, for that matter, honestly, dude. Because they're all involved in it, dude. Dewine should be part of the fucking crimes against humanity charges. Fucking Josh Shapiro over in Pennsylvania should be the same thing there, man. Because they were the ones that fucking allowed that shit to be plumed off, dude. And it's a bunch of shit entirely. So, anyway. We're going to continue on in this, and we're going to go to the Minnesota story I want to talk about with the dude who looks like a Somali pirate in their state house. We're going to talk about Omar there, because that's what the guy's first name is, actually. It's like Omar Fatah or something like that. It's like Fateh or something. So, this was a video that came out yesterday from the Minnesota General Assembly, specifically the Minnesota State Senate, which is where Omar has been in office since 2021. So he basically won in 2020. And by the way, he represents Hennepin County, which is basically right by Minneapolis, which is right where the Somalis are fucking have been set there by Obama's administration. So yeah, his entire fucking voter base is just Somali people, dude. This is what this fucking clown had to say, which, by the way, for those interested, this particular video comes from the fact that you had, they were supposed to be talking about HF4, which is modifying requirements for a non-compliant driver's license or Minnesota identification card, and that's driver's license for all. So basically, what I'm assuming happened here, leading up to this, and this is just me making assumptions right now, is you basically had them trying, probably Democrats, obviously here, trying to basically say, oh, even if you're not a U.S. citizen, you should have a driver's license or whatever in this country. It's like, nah, dude, fuck you. Number one. Secondly, fuck you. Number two. And so forth and so on. But, yeah, this is what this asswipe had to say, though, about the white men in the Minnesota General Assembly.
Terrorists. We heard them being called drug dealers. We heard a lot of insults. We heard that they're a threat to our national security. And that's a flat out lie.
And by the way, I assume he's talking about illegal aliens, which they fucking are at this point, you fucking dipshit. Because they are bringing drugs over to our fucking country. They are drug dealers, you jackass. They're cartel members. They're fucking gang members for cartels that sell drugs.
Hi. We heard that they're a threat to our national security.
Because they are.
And that's a flat out lie.
Just like your ass is, bitch.
You want to know who the real threat is,
You?
Madam President? I'll give you a hint. They don't look like our chief author. They don't look like the folks up in the gallery. They don't look like the folks on the rotunda.
Lies.
They look like many of the members that sit in the front. And you don't have to take my word for it. According to DHS, Madam President.
See the fucking smirk that shithead little Asian guy, where the fuck this dude gives there? That dude, I'm assuming this guy's either this motherfucker's aide, or he's another piece of shit that was put in the Minnesota General Assembly there, dude. He should be tossed out of office too at this point if he's a part of that General Assembly, dude.
The greatest domestic threat facing the United States comes.
Yeah, from fucking. By the way, this is from Biden's DHS. It's this fucking cocksucker's reading off of, dude.
According to DHS, Madam President.
Biden DHS.
The greatest domestic threat facing the United States comes from, quote, racially or ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically those who advocate for the superiority of the white race.
So this guy is so fucking dumb. He can't even remember stuff. Has to read it off his fucking phone and then actually misreads it. Good job, Minnesota. Good job, Somalis. You really are sending your best, aren't you?
Not our immigrants.
You're not immigrants, dude. You're douchebags. You're fucking little aliens.
And we're better off because of them.
No, you're not.
Thank you, Madam President.
This guy here is named Nathan Wessenberg. He represents Little Falls there in Minnesota.
I feel like I was just called a racist white man. That's not appropriate because we should be here getting along with each other. I was not raised that way. I was raised to treat people equally and with respect. And I don't think we should be saying those things on the Senate chamber floor. I find that very disrespectful. I'm not going to go back and debate everything that was talked about tonight, but that was not called for. We didn't call anyone terrorists. We said that we're afraid that this could lead to that. We're not calling a group of people terrorists. We're not saying that they're going to create these acts. We're just looking out for everybody. That was uncalled for. I wasn't raised that way, and that's just ridiculous. And now we're hearing how people think about us, and that's very disgusting. Thank you.
So, I have two problems with what that Nathan guy said there. Grow a fucking pair of balls, dude. Call these fucking cocksuckers out for what the fuck they are, dude. You're not a fucking American, Omar Fatah. You're a fucking Somalian, motherfucker. The second you put Somali in front of American, you're not a fucking American, bro. It's the same exact thing with every other asshole in this fucking country that wants to put everything else in front of American, dude. Because you guys aren't. If worse comes to worse, you know who you're representing? Your fucking actual nation of origin, whether that be Somalia or Afghanistan or Palestine or Israel or anything else for that matter, dude. Doesn't matter. Because you don't give a fuck about America, dude. If you did, you would say, fuck Islam. And you'd toss the shit out the fucking window, dude. You would be actively tossing a bunch of Qurans in a fucking fire pit at this point. Same thing with Hajibs for that matter, dude. But you're not. You're continuing on a fucking centuries-long terrorist regime. Because that's what Islam is, dude. It's a fucking Middle Ages terrorist group that should have been wiped out during the Crusades, but was not. And it's exactly why every single thing we see today with terrorist attacks, dude, relating to Islam, is just that, modern-day Crusades. I've said it on the channel many times, I'll say it again, dude. The problem is, any of these fucking people out there, whether it be Nathan Wessenberg, whether it be any of these fucking, white guys, white gals, whoever it is, dude, in fucking various positions of power in this country, that want to sit there and be like, I'm not racist, but I'm going to go ahead and kowtow. No, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. If they're going to sit there and call you racist, fucking call their bitch asses out on it, dude. No, you're the fucking racist, you fucking anti-American piece of shit. Say that straight up to them, dude. Better yet, fucking throw a fist at their ass, dude. Kick the shit out of these fucking people. Because that's what needs to happen at this point, dude. Seriously. Our founding fathers in this country understood that Islam was a fucking cult that had no business being here, dude. It's exactly why it's banned in the original constitution of this fucking country, dude. It's exactly why Thomas Jefferson, founding father, had to copy the Quran, dude. Because he knew who his fucking enemies were. And knew they had no business on our soil ever. But what do you have? You have pieces of shit like Obama, etc., dude. Bringing these fuckers in record numbers. To literally be sleeper cell terrorism in our nation right now, dude. That's exactly what we're seeing currently. And I would not be least surprised, honestly, if you go back to every single train derailment that's happened in the past, like, 15, 20 days now, to every single other thing that's happened in the past 15, 20 days now, the fucking chemical plant explosions here in Ohio. There was one in Tennessee yesterday that was a fucking uranium plant or something, dude. It was like uranium compounds or something like that got blown to fucking pieces there in Tennessee. You can't tell me this shit is not acts of sabotage, dude, by sleeper cell agents at this point. It 100% is, man. It's only a matter of time before it actually is exposed as such at this point. And yeah, when you look into that bitch motherfucker Omar, though, dude, we're going to talk about here in a sec, actually, as soon as I pull up the thing here. So, Omar Fatah, who is this little sack of shit right here, who looks like a fucking literal fucking Somali pirate, honestly, dude. This guy looks sussy as fuck, honestly, dude, is what it is. But as I said here, Omar Mahmoud Fatah is a Minnesota politician and member of the Minnesota Senate, a member of the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party. He represents District 62, which includes parts of northern Minneapolis and Hennepin County. So yeah, Minneapolis, legitimately. He is the first quote-unquote Somalian American and Muslim to serve in the Minnesota State Senate. Age of 32, claims to be born in Washington, D.C. I'm going to call bullshit on that one. Also claims he was born in 1990 again. Just fucking looking at this guy, man. That dude looks a hell of a lot older than 32 years old, man. He looks like he's more like fucking like early 40s, honestly, in some of these pictures. Which is very possible. I mean, these fucking people lie all the time, dude. It's why you have fucking, 40, 50-something-year-old men over there in various European nations that want to sit there and act like they're fucking 14 years old or something like that, dude. So they can get literally fucking like, what is it? Child, shit, I forget what the actual thing is offhand. But basically, it's like unaccompanied minor kind of deal where they get basically in the country for that shit, dude, is what it is. And they do the same kind of crap here as well. And it's been even caught here for that matter, dude. You have and usually it's actually people from various Central American countries like Honduras and El Salvador and stuff like that. Will be like 25, 30-year-old men that'll be acting like they're 13 or 14 is what it is, dude. And get caught pretty quickly is what it ends up being. So, yeah, needless to say, I might at least be surprised it's a fucking literal Islamic motherfucking Democrat in office there. No, I'm not, dude. You know why? Because it's the same shit that happened here, dude. 2022 midterms. One of the 11 districts that represents Franklin County currently, dude, is held by a fucking Muslim woman whose last name is Abduli. What was the first piece of legislation that she pushed through in our General Assembly this year to be introduced? To celebrate National Hajib Day. These people don't give a fuck about America, dude. They give a fuck about their own bullshit from their own fucked up, backward ass, inbred ass, fucking shithole countries is what it is, dude. And it's exactly what I need to be sent back to at this point. And I don't care what people think about me at this point, dude, because I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I actually have the balls here to speak out about this, dude, because nobody else fucking does. I'm fucking sick of it, and I'm sick of seeing it, dude. And I'm sick of these fucking terrorists on the left right now sitting there calling the rest of us fucking terrorists when they're the actual fucking terrorists in this country, dude. It's just pure gaslighting by these fucking douchebags is what it is, dude. That's all it is. And I'm frankly over it. Anyway, moving on to other things I'm kind of over at this point, which is, shit, gotta grab the thing up real quick. The fucking leftist people in Reddit Columbus always talking shit about 2A is what it is, man. It seems like every time I fucking turn around, man. Every time I fucking turn around. So to start out here, I saw this post last night actually when I was flipping around Reddit. Is what it was. This guy said, if anyone in Ohio is interested in survival skills / preparedness, feel free to join us. Apparently, come April, they're supposed to be doing some kind of like 2-mile nature walk thing or whatever the case be. And it was talking about bringing your full kit / bug out bag, which is, should be brought, but it's not mandatory. 2 Mile Hike to get to know each other and move your gear and stuff like that. We will not be open carrying at this event, which I thought was very interesting, because it led to the following on the bottom here, which was this person that went by Spoon and said, I like the concept of prepping continuously for natural disasters, as you have said in the comments. The problem I run into with the prepping scene is that it's often full of 2A conspiracy right-wing militant nutter bars. So, first and foremost on that one, dude, I guarantee that fucking person has ties to either Antifa or BLM. One of the two. That's the kind of leftist bullshit we deal with here in Ohio, man. That is like pure leftist mentality right there. So first of all, what the hell is he even talking about with like 2A conspiracy? Like what? A conspiracy to grab guns, which every Democrat's admitted at this point they're trying to do at this point in history, dude. It's why you have a Sullivan's bans on the fucking table right now. It's why you have all these douchebags trying to go for fucking broke now. That being said, thank fucking God that David Sisselin announced the other day that he's going to be out of office come June. That being said, I was looking into it last night, and the people that are potentially going to replace him right now is either going to be the front runners right now, or either Lieutenant Governor of Rhode Island, or some woman who lost the primary in the Democrat governor's race there. And both of them are hardcore anti-gunners, even more so probably than David Sisselin is actually right now, dude. And I should tell you something, when Sisselin himself was actually the one that did was actually the primary sponsor of the AWB this time around is what it is in the House. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit, dude. And this is exactly why I'm sorry, but like entire congressional districts, if somebody's retiring like less than a few months into their fucking thing, whatever the case be, dude, guess what? That entire congressional seat goes fucking bye-bye forever is what it is, dude. No, fuck you. You don't have a fucking say anymore, dude. That congressional seat is null and fucking void now. Government gets smaller and smaller each time is what it is, dude. Until eventually it's gone forever. And that's what's happened anyway at this point in time in history, man. But, yeah, my biggest problem is, again, like, you know, I would love to know what this person means exactly by 2A conspiracy stuff or whatever the case be, because, again, it's not a conspiracy to talk about people grabbing guns, dude. They've done so forever is what it is. I mean, hell, you could look at any gun law in this country for the past 100-something years now, dude. It's all fucking, a lot of times it's actually based on racism and stuff like that. Specifically, when you look back at the Jim Crow era in the, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere in there, pretty much all those decades is what it was. It was all to stop black guys and black gals from being able to carry is what it was, dude. It's exactly why you still have the permit to purchase stuff there in North Carolina. Because that fucking racist piece of shit, Roy Cooper, when he could have been a good governor and actually been like, you know what? Fuck the politics and putting politics aside. This law's been on the books for too long. Let's go ahead and sign this shit and get this fucking out of here is what it is, dude. No, instead, what did he do? He knew for a fact that their General Assembly was about 5 to 10 votes shy of being able to override his veto and just vetoed the shit outright, dude, is what it was. That would have overturned the permit to purchase stuff, dude. That's what kind of a scumbag Roy Cooper is, dude. And then wants to sit here all month for the past, 20-something days now and bitch and moan about black history when he's one of the biggest racist pieces of shit in this entire country, dude. That's literally him overcompensating for him knowing he's a racist asshole is what it is, dude. And by the way, for those interested, Roy Cooper did that crap in the past 2 years now. It was either 2021 or early 2022 is when he signed that particular he was vetoing that particular legislation that would have overturned I believe it was a 70 or 80-year-old Jim Crow law that was on the books there in North Carolina, which is still on the books now, by the way. It still has not been overturned. And it's just like all these other permit to purchase things like that, whether it be pistol permitting, purchasing, stuff like that, dude, or whatever the case be. It's all Jim Crow era shit, dude. It's all based on racism is what it is. And then meanwhile, you have these same fucking Democrats who are trying to pull the same shit now in places like Oregon with BM 114, dude. So, anyway, that's my biggest problem with that kind of crap right there. But I'm actually going to read some of the other comments that were based around this. And I think it was the Spoon dude and then the OP of the post talking about stuff here. See how he was talking about the 2A people or whatever the case be. And they said, be honest, original poster, is that what your group is exactly? And the guy responded back and said, the group itself is not that. I can say certain members aren't like that, but we do have a good job of trying. Can't say. Yeah, certain members aren't like that, but we do have a good job of trying to root out that kind of thing. Yes, we are majority 2A support, which you shall be 2A supporters, by the way. But there's rules restricting the topic of politics within us. So that's my problem right there, right? Because, okay, you claim to be a prepping group. You claim to be pro 2A, at least to some extent. That is politics, bro. That is the founding of this fucking country. And the fact you're talking about not even being able to have a real conversation is exactly why we're so fucking divided right now as a nation. Like, that's the real problem, dude. That's the exact problem with this country right now. Is you can't have an actual conversation with people anymore on either side of the political aisle because it's just going to turn into a fucking giant screaming match, especially if, God forbid, there's like 20, 30 people there. So, yeah, it's just bullshit, dude. That's why, honestly, truthfully, I will never go to like these major events where I know it's just going to be something like that. Like, there's a reason why I didn't go to that one a few years back now that was down in Columbus, where it was basically, it was an Open Ohio rally. This is back in 2020, summertime. You had a bunch of different groups there. In fact, a few of those groups were actually one of the groups that was involved in the whole Whitmer kidnapping thing. Which, now granted, we can talk about that all day, being, kind of a midway hoax is what it was, dude, or at least semi thing is what it was, actually. It was really just a catfishing thing to see if they could get dumbasses to fall for it. And they did. And when you look at the guys that actually fell for it, it was a bunch of Antifa and BLM fucking affiliates is what it was, dude, legitimately. But, yeah, when you look back in that time period, there's actually a video out there from, I believe it was the guy from News to Share, that Ford Fisher guy that everybody calls Fed Fisher because he's a legit fucking Fed boy is what it is, or at least, federal informant anyway. I've talked about it several times on this channel as well. And he was basically there filming stuff, and you had the so-called like libertarian group that was there, which weren't libertarian at all, by the way, that were 100% involved with Antifa and BLM, and they were like, oh, we're going to stay over here on this side and protect BLM's asses. And yet, meanwhile, you had a bunch of other people on the other side that were all armed and stuff like that, that were all, pro-America and Trump and everything else like that is what it was. And, yeah, like, they picked their side immediately, and they chose the wrong side is what it was, dude. Legitimately. So, and I feel like that's what these people are, honestly, in a lot of those cases, dude. It's a bunch of jackasses that want to sit there and bitch and moan and then, like, just fuck around and everything is what it was, dude. But, anyway, going back to that particular article there. So the guy was talking about restricting politics and stuff like that. That Spoon dude said that's huge. Might actually look you guys up if you actively try to keep cashews out. Not sure what the fuck that means. That's not actually sounds like a racist terminology against white people, honestly, if that be the case. Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck that even means. Those would be Caucasians, maybe, which is even more racist, actually. So, let's see. I'm gonna look that up actually now because I seriously want to know if that's a racial slur against white people. Honestly, dude. Like, obviously, it's a nut. Oh no, that's what it'd be. Never mind. It would be, well. Actually, what's funny is, okay, so he's talking about nuts. Obviously, that makes sense. Actually, like, keep out the nuts, basically. Which is funny because if you actually look up cashews specifically, they're not actually a nut, dude. They're a seed actually. They specifically come from the cashew apple, which is this thing right here. And I found that out like 5-6 years ago, actually. And the funny thing is, the reason that we import the cashew seeds, that everybody calls nuts, which are not, is because the apples themselves are, I want to say it's like Philippines and stuff like that, but I could be wrong. It might be other countries like that or whatever, like near that nation, that actually produce the cashew apples. The problem is, if you actually put them on a boat or something like that, they'll rot before they ever get to us, is what it is. But from what I understand, they're actually really good. So that would be one reason for me to go, like, an international trip or something one of these days, because I would want to try one of those. But yeah, cashew nuts are actually seeds. So, but yeah, he's actually talking about just keeping out the nuts is what it would be then, which is funny because it's like, when you look into it, it's like that dude's actually the one that's really nuts is what it is, man. People are talking about making jerky out of random animals there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we're talking about here or not. So we're talking about public safety courses. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I thought this one was pretty good. This is one of the responses here from somebody. It said, everyone who is knocking this dude are the same people who root for the survivalist / prepper people on apocalypse shows and TV and films. Yeah, very much so, dude. And as this person said, they're also the people that will be asking for help from people who actually have prepared for this kind of stuff. Exactly, and that's what it really is, dude. And that's why you will see like people just being like, "Nah, dude, fuck you." And the thing is, like, I feel like the biggest problem is when you look at things like this and stuff like that. You have that divisional slide or whatever you want to say it there. So you're gonna have people that have initially get into this and then basically cause strife anyway, dude. And it's like, sorry, I don't put my fucking faith in these kind of people, dude, is what it is. And I never will. So, because those are the kind of people who are going to get you killed in the end times it'll be, dude. So, trying to see where I was at now. Yeah, this person here said, love seeing the knee-jerk reactionary comments almost as much as the originals invent. This person said, how in the world is this getting downvoted? 2 Mile Hike with Backpack Kid on. Columbus, fuck you. Don't you do that, so you shouldn't either. Let's see. This person here, who I'm pretty sure I talked with before about how they were basically anti-gun is what it was, said, prefer to vote for a functioning government so it doesn't come to this. Airdrop condoms so people quit breeding so much. You'd be better off learning how to garden if you expect any long-term chance at survival. Tell the people of East Palestine that, jackass. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't because they're all going to be dead of, like, random cancers in the next couple of years, asshole. The whole point is, man, again, I feel like this is the kind of person that has nothing when it comes to firearms or fire restraint or anything like that, dude. And those are the kind of people that are going to be easy pickings when it comes to shit, dude. They're going to be the ones that create a garden or something like that, and they're going to be rotted on immediately, is what it'll be, dude. Legitimately. So, anyway. The poster guy here said they actually teach gardening a decent amount, as well as other things, focus on natural disasters and power outages. So, I don't know, man. The thing is, like, is anything really a natural disaster anymore, or is it a lot of sabotage, honestly? Actually, this is a good one. This one person here said about the dude voting for a functioning government. Says, how's that working out for you? Yeah, exactly, dude. But yeah, it's just fucking. Yeah, looks like it's about it for that whole thread there. It's just a bunch of people sort of just like being like, oh, I might show up, or I might not show up kind of thing is what it is. But yeah, that's the problem though, right? Like you have all those people that are like, just want to be a bunch of assholes, what it is, dude. And my thing is, okay, so first off, if I'm going to go out there and do a multi-mile hike and stuff like that, dude, why wouldn't, if you're going to do full kit or whatever the case be, where you have like your bug out bag and everything else like that, dude, why wouldn't you be open carrying? Because in the grid down, you're going to be having a fucking firearm on you, if not multiple firearms on you for that matter, dude. Because you're going to have, obviously, a battle rifle or a shotgun or something like that would be your main weapon. And then you would have, like, a handgun on your side or something like that, dude, at least one. So, yeah, to me, I think that's a big fucking deal, honestly. To sit there and do, like, a multi-mile hike without that stuff, dude, because, again, that's going to be another X amount of pounds on your system is what it'll be then. So, I don't know. And actually, that does bring up a great point, though, which is something that I've been talking with people about recently in the past couple of weeks as well, which is there's a huge difference between being pro-gun and pro-2A. There's a lot of people who are pro-gun in this country that are perfectly fine with you being stripped of your constitutional rights to keep and bear arms. And there's people like myself who are pro-2A constitutionalists who are like, fuck you, government, never again, motherfuckers. So, yeah, that's the big difference right there, dude. It's exactly why I created Ohio Patriot Education Network almost a year ago now. It's exactly why I've been fighting for Second Amendment rights in the state of Ohio and nationwide for that matter for pretty much going on 4 years now is what it is. And that's why I'll continue to fight to my dying day is what it is, man. Because I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of being fucking shit on. Sick and tired of having my fucking rights be fucked with by all these unconstitutional criminals. And it's just a bunch of bullshit, dude, entirely. So, anyway. Well, that should be good, maybe. I do want to talk about this real quick before we leave today, actually. This apparently happened yesterday at our state house here in Ohio, which was State Senator Teresa Gavarone introduces the Data Act with Secretary of State Frank LaRose to ensure greater transparency in Ohio elections, modernizing election data storage. The Data Act will continue to give Ohioans the transparency and trust in our elections that they've demanded and deserve. Okay, then give me the fucking voter rolls for 2018 so that I can prove once and for all that Sherrod Brown's a cheating piece of shit who should be in jail right now for election fraud. Oh, wait, you got rid of him like 3 years ago or something? Oh, shit, I guess I can't do it anymore, right? Nah, fuck that, dude. Keep that shit on fucking file. For decades is what it is, man. But that's the problem. You have, I think it's something like, I believe it's not mistaken, it's something like 18 to 22 months they have between elections to where they can just toss that shit out the window, dude. Like, nah, bro. You keep that shit on fucking hard file and on hard copies of that stuff, dude. So you can prove massive voter fraud and shit. So, yeah, it's just very fucking annoying as shit, dude. And then, of course, you got goddamn baby-killing pieces of shit here in Ohio who are trying to put the abortion amendment on our fucking November election ballot here. Groups seeking to place a citizen initiative. Citizen my ass, dude. It's fucking literally... Sorry, Planned Parenthood's not a citizen, dude. Neither is fucking Michael Bloomberg and company, who are all behind this bullshit is what it is, dude. What they really mean is groups seeking to place a leftist initiative, a leftist for-profit initiative on the November ballot for an amendment to the Ohio Constitution which would ensure Ohioans have access to abortion on Tuesday. Filed language for the proposed amendment with the Ohio Attorney General. Dude, Dave Yost needs to burn that shit right in front of these fucking people. And I mean that seriously. He needs to take that shit, toss it in a fucking trash bin and light it on fire. Because that's where that crap belongs, dude. Seriously. Stop killing kids in the womb, you sick demon fucks. Yeah, it's a subsequent campaign project. Let's see. Yeah, it says group seeking to place on the November ballot. Attorney General. Yeah, here. Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Rights and Ohioans for Reproductive Freedom. What a joke. Reproductive freedom is having a child, you fucking ass clowns. It's not killing kids in the fucking womb, you fucking baby killers. Bunch of sick fucks, dude. This is exactly why we should have to have fucking 60% voter thing, dude, is what it is. To change state constitution. Yeah, it continues on with this and says, legal counsel representatives for both groups drafted the amendment language and summary, then collected thousands of signatures for Ohio voters in less than 2 days, saying they exceeded the 1,000 voter requirement by state law. Yeah, and how much of those are actually valid, dude, is what it is. That's my question. And when you say thousands, that doesn't mean anything, dude. You have like, seriously, there's like several million people that live in the major cities in this country, dude. or sorry, not in this country, in the state. So you could easily go to a bunch of leftists on fucking college campuses and be like, hey kids, you want to, like, seriously. I remember it was like 15 years ago, almost now, when I was living in Columbus, and I'm trying to think now, 2009. Yeah, it's about 13, 14, somewhere in there. It was like 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. And my brother and I were sitting on a bench down in Columbus by the Ohio State University is what it is, and just fucking chilling. And somebody walked up to us and was asking us, they're like, hey, you guys want to sign this petition? And we're like, what is it for? And they're like, oh, we're trying to get, marijuana initiative on the ballot is what it is, dude. And that's the thing. You could easily go to a fucking college campus and just have people sign your bullshit for you is what it is, dude. So... But yeah, it's just so fucking disgusting, dude. I'm gonna continue to read this shit though, because it does piss me off, but I do want to read the rest of it just to show what kind of fucking nut jobs these people really are is what it is, dude. It says, quote, Ohioans are precisely close to losing access to safe, legal, comprehensive reproductive medical care. Abortion is not any of those things, you fucking piece of shit, Lauren Byrne, who is the executive director of Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Rights. What a sick cunt. First of all, it's not safe to kill a fucking kid. You're legally ending human life, bitch. That's what you're doing. You have legal authority to end human life. You sick cunt. The stupid bitch said, as we first saw firsthand when Ohio's abortion ban went into effect last year, withholding that care puts people's lives and health at risk. The common sense amendment ensures that physicians will be able to provide the care our parents need. Sorry, not parents, our patients need and deserve free from government interference. You have no legal right to end human life, you fucking demon. Period. You always notice how they pull the same shit. They pull the same crap with guns, by the way. Oh, it's just common sense amendments. It's not common sense to kill a fucking kid in the womb. It's not common sense to do people's gun rights, dude. You fucking Hitlerian pieces of shit. You fucking Mangala bastards. Fucking Nazi eugenicists is what you actually are at this point. So fucking disgusting, dude. So proposed amendment provides that every individual has a right to make and carry out one's own reproductive decisions, including but not limited to decisions on contraceptive, fertility treatments, continuing one's own pregnancy, miscarriage care, and abortion, which really what they mean is just abortion, is what they're talking about there, dude. Proposed bullshit amendment also says the state cannot directly or indirectly burden, penalize, prohibit, interfere with, or discriminate against either the individual exercising the right of the person, the entity assisting the individual exercising the right. So basically, they can't go after doctors for fucking killing kids in the womb. What we're talking about there, dude. So exceptions to this include if the state demonstrates it is using the least restrictive means to advance the individual's health. Proposed amendment allows for abortion to be prohibited after fetal viability unless the pregnant patients, so pregnant woman is what they really mean on that one, because dudes can't get fucking pregnant, by the way. Treating physician determines an abortion is to be necessary to protect the pregnant patient's life or health. So health of the fucking mothers that we're talking about on that one, dude. Fetal viability is also determined as the point of a pregnancy when the professional judgment of the pregnant patient's treating physician, the fetus has significant likelihood of survival outside the uterus and reasonable measures. Again, and the problem with that whole thing is that's absolute bullshit entirely, dude, because that could be anything from any physician. It could be fucking physician to physician, abortion doctor to abortion doctor. Oh no, this baby's not viable at fucking 20 weeks. Oh no, this baby's not viable at fucking 24 weeks. Oh, you're fucking 7 months in? No, you can kill that kid right away now. Oh, you're about to give birth? Let's go fucking off this baby now, dude, is what it is. That's the kind of shit they're talking about there, dude. It's fucking disgusting. And by the way, I have seen fucking kids that would have survived outside the womb at 5 months or further along, dude, that were killed by these fuckers, dude, at Planned Parenthoods and stuff like that. And it's absolutely sickening, dude. Because having I want to say the kid is either my third or fourth cousin, knowing that about 5.5 years ago, this child survived at 22 weeks, was known as a miracle of God. And these fucking sick bastards right now are killing other kids almost exactly as far along as he was when he was born early as a premature baby. It just fucking sickens me in my core, dude. It really does. And it really is, honestly, truthfully, why I very much am the post-Roe generation. Because I'm sick and tired of these fucking people, dude. Anyway. Let's see where we're at now. Continuing back on with this article, though. It said, Ohio Right to Life responded to the filing of the Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Rights and Ohioans for Reproductive Freedom, calling the language of the proposed amendment vague, because it fucking is, dude. That's the entire point, though. And that's the entire point, because you can make it so it's so vague, it's like, oh, well, now we can do it at 6 months or 7 months or 8 months or whatever the case be. Said, the language of this ballot initiative is extremely vague, making it even more dangerous than we originally believed it would be, said Elizabeth Moorbridge, who's Ohio's Right to Life Director of Communications. Make no mistake, the abortion lobby is attempting to impose on Ohioans late-term abortions, yes they are, paid for by the taxpayers, and fuck that, I'm not letting my tax dollars go to that shit at all, dude. Never again, motherfuckers. Said they believe that they can rewrite our state constitution to eliminate all protections for the unborn, including abortions after the point at which babies feel pain, endangering the health and well-being of both woman and child, said Dr. Marcella Averido, president for Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Rights, aka Baby Killer, said fetal viability was, quote, not a black and white number. Bullshit, it's not, you fucking cunt. Yes, it is. So literally, when this kid has a fucking heartbeat, they can feel pain, you asshole. And even before that, I think they can feel pain, if I'm not mistaken. It said it was meant to be determined. Yeah, right there. Meant to be determined on a case-by-case basis under this proposed amendment. Exactly. So you can be like, oh, well, this kid's fucking 22 weeks. We can kill them. Oh, they're 26 weeks. We can kill them too. Et cetera, et cetera. It's fucking disgusting, dude. So groups promoting the proposed amendment will need to secure over 400,000 signatures to have the initiative placed on the November ballot, which that beanie estimated will cost between $2 million and $6 million to do. Campaign promoting the initiative to voters is expected to cost $20 million to $30 million. And that same woman said they expect funding to come from both inside and outside Ohio. Right there should be an automatic disqualification of this to even be on our fucking ballot, dude. Because you have outside fucking funding coming in to fucking fund this bullshit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my state, you fucking demon baby killing cunts. I'm never going to read the rest of that bullshit. It's a bunch of disgusting crap, dude, is what it is. Yeah, it claims 600 donors, with 90% of them coming from Ohio. Okay, so where's the other 10% coming from then? Fucking Bloomberg and company, you sick bastards. Yes, it's getting us November ballot. Ohio Physicians for Reproductive Freedom and Ohio Reproductive Freedom. Expect they will not be impacted by the supermajority's bill, also called the Ohio Constitution Protection Act, or HRJ1, or HJR1, which would raise the threshold for citizen-led constitutional amendments to 60% voter approval, which is how it should be anyway. Honestly, that's the thing that really pisses me off about Jason Stevens, dude. He fucked up big time when he did the speakership shit, because he basically fucked us out of being able to get the actual Constitution bill on our fucking ballot in May here, so that we could actually impact that shit and be able to fucking tell these baby killers to go fuck themselves in November is what it is, dude. So, anyway, I'm getting pretty tired right now. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about today anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and think I'm going to call this one, honestly. Pretty angry right now. I really just want to get some sleep right now, honestly. And, yeah, I'll be back at some point here. Not sure when, but sometime in the next couple of days, probably. Maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, somewhere in there. If nothing else, I'll be back for Honda's chat come Saturday. Yeah, my eye is definitely causing me some serious issues right now. But I just need some fucking good old-fashioned sleep right now. My sleep schedule's been all fucked up all month, actually. Finally started physical therapy the other day. It's going pretty well right now. They're hoping to get me back to square one here by next month is what it is. So that should be good. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day right now. And like I said, I will do everything I can to stop these fuckers here at the state level from ever getting this shit on our ballot, period, dude, because fuck them. Fuck the baby killing left. Fuck the fucking demons that are behind this shit. Fuck abortion doctors. They should all be fucking disbarred and have their medical licenses stripped, etc., dude. And it's as simple as that, honestly, dude. It's a bunch of shit. They're even allowed to practice anything at this point, dude. So anyway, like I said, though, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.